Emily just posted a rotating cat. I'm not sure what that means.
Well,
Ui, ai, ui, ai.
find out. We are live. Back, everybody. It's some Dungeons and Dragons Monster Hunter. It's been a little bit. How are you guys doing? Do you guys remember what we're supposed to be doing?
Should remind everybody.
So, we had just spent the last 2 or 3 sessions doing a little hunt into Nierva's mind, where we found out exactly who killed her parents, and it seemed to be a group of adventurers that were hired by the guild ? And as such, they found and killed Nierva's parents and took the eggs, whipped them, and knocked out Nierva herself before taking her too. That was the last we saw, and it seemed like one of the members of the group happened to be everybody's best friend, Harbin. All of you guys expected that. That wasn't a trick or anything. Woo. I mean, heck, that's not even a joke. Half of you guys are like, maybe you should just play Harbin.
Would be funny.
Yeah. Only me and Mid didn't immediately think of that beforehand. So, with that, you guys did that, but the reason for that is we delved into Nierva's mind. Nierva was hooked up to a machine. You guys had just hunted a cephalodrome that had all sorts of growth issues. One of the cepha prey looked at Elliot as it went down in the sand, remembering his face, memorizing it. So, I'm sure that's nothing will come from that. And you guys got the materials you needed. Nierva wanted to see what her mind was like, and then, as such, we ended right when you guys ended the mine hunt. We haven't had a chance to see how Nierva deals with her mind being reawakened, per se. And as such, we fade out of the darkness of the mind. I think some of you guys wake up before others. As Nierva was probably put in the deepest sleep because it was her dream. I imagine she will be the last one to wake. Let's go. Besides Nierva, I would like everybody to roll a d20 for me. Just to see how people wake up. Hey. Bullfire, Elliot is the first one to wake up. Everybody's starting to groggily wake up, but you're the first one to actually have a mind about you and be able to clearly remember what happened. What's the...
Yep.
You see Ahane looking out at you guys. She sees you coming and oh, you're back. We saw.
You gotta be fucking kidding me! Harbin again.
And I think it's then that we have the next one, which is Zenma. Zenma, you wake up next.
Vel immediately throws up.
Just up, over the side. Blech. Okay.
And she's like, they killed 2 of them.
And then we have August. August, you come back, you see the distraughtness of those two. You didn't know the hunters at all. You don't have any memory of that. You aren't particularly against or for Elder Dragon, so you're not too hurt over that. How did August feel waking up from that?
Honestly, Argus just kind of looks like. You can see him kind of wake up, and you can tell he's a bit groggier than the other two, kind of not being used to any sort of mind magic. But you can kind of see he's just kind of has a this frown plastered across his face. Like he looks like it's a disappointed dad sort of frown. Like he's gonna. He's just gonna kind of clear his throat as he you can see him almost like start to get nauseous a bit just because like he's kind of being in another body is a very odd experience, but
Oh yeah, especially one so vastly different than yours.
what were they thinking, letting them go on a quest like that? Sending a bunch of amateurs.
And Ahana looks at you, is about to ask, but I think that's when Nerva starts to groggily wake up. Nerva, it's like swimming through water, like it's holding on to you as you go to break the surface. And as you break the surface, you forget it.
Really?
Damn.
Huh? Oh! What was that for?
So, for context, Mid planned on having a wisdom save for Nerva to see how freaked out she gets. With a DC that he's been making up from the hunt and stuff. And he was going to do it at disadvantage. And the thing is, he didn't expect, and I think Nat 20 is the only way you could have succeeded that.
I thought, what are the odds I roll 2 nat 20s?
Whoa.
Dude,
Double nat 20.
Yeah. Like, this is, yeah, that's intense. As, you start to, like, the water, like, kind of around your brain starts to, like, slosh away as you're just, like, it's almost like going from a pond up towards light and you're just breaking the surface.
I don't think she moves for a second at least. Kind of stares at the ground for a bit. Doesn't say anything.
Anna looks around. No, this has been... It must have been a very traumatic experience for all of you. Most of all you, Nerva. You need time. We can take you to your rooms. You can rest without being in the machine. We can talk about what you've seen afterward. See, Mid, I didn't make plans for this. See, Mid, this is the issue with making DCs. You set a DC, it will be met.
I know.
trauma counter starts one per curb stomped, one's per
Yeah.
another.
That he was keeping track
One
of
per
stuff.
skull squashed.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
The DC was 22.
Yeah, and the
Oh,
only
you don't
way
even...
the only way he could have succeeded with his nat 20.
Double.
And he double nat 20'd.
Well, that teaches me for hubris.
I need to take a screenshot of that. That's great.
The PTSD.
She's over it.
I don't know about all right, but
Not
She's not
alright.
alright.
Just
She's not going to lash out.
thank goodness.
How could they? How could those bastards? Harbin.
Mel, you see Elliot staring at you. Same. Why did it have to be him? People.
You obviously, August, have heard them talk about Harbin.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
now
I'm
you
just going
have
to
a
move
face.
Revenge to the top of my of my.
Yeah.
Hello.
I guess Argus is gonna. Oh, sorry. Were you gonna say something?
Oh shit! There you go.
Chaining his goals.
Ah. Yes. Argus is gonna say, I guess. Well, I guess what you said of Harbin makes a lot more sense now. I can see. Well, I can see how you came to be here. He's gonna kind of. I guess he's gonna look to Njorva.
She's still staring at the ground.
Yeah, I guess we should probably. Or he's gonna look to Ihane, I guess, and say, we should probably get her to somewhere a bit more, well, less labby.
Ihane looks at you as you say that and says, only if she wishes. She's in a delicate situation right now. Being moved against her will might push her over the edge.
Well, I didn't mean it like that. I meant that.
She's already removed the wires from Niova's head, though.
I'm just saying that she might need a moment.
That I agree. And she looks at the researchers that were helping her around the room and like raves them out, and they drop what they're doing basically and leave. And her and Flight go to leave. Well, Flight doesn't want to, but she's kind of pushing Flight out. And take the time you need. We will talk to you when you guys are ready. And she pushes him the rest of the way out.
As soon as the doors close, you have a. They had pillows for to lay on, right? during
Yes,
this?
for you.
She builds with a hiss that was familiar to you now. Starts quiet and gets louder until she finally jumps up, tears her pillows apart, and roars at nothing. Then, breathing heavily, she'll look at Elliot and Vel, or Zenma.
Yeah,
So-
no.
That was Harbin.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was in that town. He was in where they jailed me.
Yes.
Was it truly him or was it his father? I remember we discussed that.
As far as you guys could see and hear from the conversation, it was Harbin. Unless he and his father had the same name, it looked pretty identical.
Which can happen.
You doubt it's his father.
Nirva is vibrating with restrained fury. Well, I know what we are hunting now. They will die painfully.
It's the only way.
She's constantly twitching her tail and scratching her claws on the floor and
What about Elliot and August? Obviously, we have a little bit of Vel's vehemency coming through.
Elliot's just gonna grab a pillow, like whatever's remaining that Nerva is not, like the ones next to him, and just scream into one of them in agony.
These are some visual reactions for you, Og.
I mean, honestly, as far as like considering Argus's previous line of work, like he's seen some pretty messed up stuff from time to time. He's probably not as phased as the others, and he's more so keeping his sort of just kind of keeping his composure. But I don't know. He is kind of visibly frowning, though. He does seem fairly displeased by the whole situation, but he's just kind of keeping to himself to let everybody kind of get their kind of emotions in check. He doesn't want to add any fuel to that fire right now.
And I think Joan is on the same like with you. She's hunted plenty. She's dealt with people. She's done all that stuff. So this didn't phase her too much. She didn't know if she knew Harbin. She knew Harbin just in like seeing him in a distance, never actually meeting him or knowing him. So Joan may look a little pale, but that's mostly thinking about what like Nerva's going through, and she cares about Nerva. So yeah, you guys have the room to yourself.
the dwarf, the cat, two, what are they, elves?
You might need to speak up a bit more, Ed. I have you up, Max. So quiet for me. When you talk is Nerva.
Let me up my input then. How's that?
Much
That's a bit
better,
better, yeah.
thank you.
Much better.
A dwarf, a cat, two elves, I think. And a bug.
And
Bug.
They'll track them down. Find them wherever they are. Wherever they hide. Tear them apart. I'll eat their hearts. No, I'll make them eat their hearts.
Going all fucking the father from Invincible to Homelander in the death battle.
The bug I'm going to squish. It's only fair. He hisses again.
So, much like you guys didn't notice this as you were getting strapped in, but this room seems to have been like it's not just a normal research room. It seems to have elements to try to have a calming presence. It's almost like it's more of a side room that Ahana has set up. There's a little bit of plant life in here, like mostly potted plants, but just to give some color and life to the room. There's some kind of like water system along the wall, with the sound of falling water. That kind of thing to kind of pump more positive vibes into the room.
I
Also, it could be used to wash up, but you know. Oh.
It's a good thing that none of you look like them.
Good choice.
As we
Good
turn to
choice.
Joan, who is half elf and
Oh, half dragon.
baby, but she is half elf. She is a half elf.
Perhaps it's best if Joan didn't approach me right away.
Well, Joan hasn't yet, but see if that changes with Luca. But she is half, so it is visibly different. And there wasn't any humans in that, so that basically takes the other two. Because you're human, right, Elliot? Or are you Rivarian?
Yep.
You're human.
No, I'm human. I'm. Yeah, I
Making
am
sure
human.
the other might have her first prey right now. That's why I was checking. But yeah, you guys kind of sit in a silence for a little while. Just simmering in mood. Time passes. What do you guys? Who's the first one to like get up and start moving? Who gets tired of the silence first?
Nirva.
But
Sitting still isn't going to do anything, so
yeah, you stand up on the table that you experienced this dream through. The shredded remains of padding and pillows around you. The claws clicking on the hard metal surface.
let's go. You won't
You-
find them sitting here.
You guys notice almost a maturity about her that she didn't really have before. She looks very much like the female Virageist that you guys saw in the dream.
Gulp.
I imagine it's I imagine like literally like a different stance of like you know how like Kushala Daora and like Velkana kind of hold themselves in that like upright sort of
Yeah.
walking position.
Yeah, less slinking, better posture kind of thing.
Yeah. But yeah, Argus will just kind of he'll keep silent, but he'll just kind of stay with Niorva just to kind of like make sure she doesn't do anything like rash in this sort of very volatile mindset right now. Just kind of stay with her, make sure she's doing all right.
Hey, you guys free to leave. It wasn't locked or anything.
Come. And she'll go to the door.
Did you hit the release and it just slides right open? Nobody's like waiting or listening or anything. The hallway right nearby is as clear as the hallways get here.
Think we find a Hane. Or Flight. One of them should know how to find them. Find a start. If they don't, let me go to Verdant Haven. I'll find answers one way or another. And she starts walking forward. Puts her tail in a follow motion.
Yeah, I guess,
that follows.
Argus will kind of speak up and say, I would not advise rushing into a guild-owned settlement without, well, any sort of cover, considering, well, we have 2 wanted fugitives, sorry, it's my bad, Well, I guess Yorva wouldn't be considered a quote-unquote fugitive to them,
Well,
considering Yorva...
let's imagine even if they ever would, they'd probably see an elder
Yeah.
dragon or a monster before they see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
man.
I meant. Yeah, like two wanted fugitives, an elder dragon, and I guess well, actually no, Argus will kind of stop himself. Well, I guess I might be on their shit list too now, considering, well, they've seen me harboring you guys.
One way or
Twitch.
another, we'll get in. Whether by guile or bloodshed, I care not.
He shall beg for death's mercy.
I do agree that Harbin is, well, an issue. The kind of malice he is, the kind that masquerades as an unassuming, bumbling oaf. That kind only causes problems, and who knows how much other destruction he's left behind other than what we've experienced.
Oh, all the better then.
So you guys head down the hallways looking for Aihane or Flight. And I think you find Aihane nearby. She didn't want to go too far away because of the unstable ness of Nirva at the moment, but wanted to give you guys your space. You see her maybe looking at some reports a little bit down the hall at a desk. And she looks up and sees you guys. Is like, oh, I was starting to worry you guys were in there a while. No, you wouldn't be. What can I do to help?
Information. I want to know where they are.
The world's big, so we can spread our roots and look. I would like a report of some kind, though, so I can know the information you guys saw. We only monitored your vitals on the outside. We did not experience the dream with you. You all could do a report, or at least one of you. He looks at you, Elliot.
Wasn't it like a video thing for them to watch?
Maybe I said that, but I think maybe it got glitchy with you being psionic and whatnot.
I can do that.
And if you
Hey,
guys,
more paperwork.
Argus could, I guess Argus will also add, I could also add some more finer points on, well, observations on the quest itself, considering I've had experience with the guild's inner workings.
Hane nods to that. Like, as a few of us have.
Something there definitely seemed crooked.
She has one of her eyebrows raises, and she's like, "Oh, well then, very good. Look into that. Something's crooked. Maybe we can look into where this quest came from. There may be bigger people at fault here than the hunters who you guys saw."
Oh, I'm not even gonna speculate, but
no matter what,
actually,
we'll send feelers out no matter what to look for who you want. But you must be patient, and you must not...
Patient? I have a lead now. I don't have time to be patient.
We will do what we can to help you. I just don't want you fighting off more than you could handle before we have the information to help you. you don't have the information to help you, we can't properly track people. All you'll do is draw more attention to you and drive them underground. As far as they know, you're out of the picture.
As
You're right.
much as I want to storm their bases and destroy them, she's got a point, my leash.
Minerva bares her teeth and violently hisses and says, "Fine. Hurry. Else I might find myself looking on my own."
Ayana nods, but she's like, I will go as fast as I can, and the information they provide will help me go even faster.
Quick question.
Yes.
Sorry. Who is the quest? Who did say the quest was from? Like on the actual quest description again, it
No.
was.
Mid has it basically memorized.
It was Shady Guildmarm, I think it was.
Yeah, Shady
Shady
Guild
Guild
Farm.
Farm. Okay. But yeah, I guess Argus will just kind of flash Ihane like a quick kind of concerned look, like that kind of like that kind of like his expression kind of softens for a moment, kind of obviously looking a bit concerned for
Yeah.
how Yorva is right now in that sort of state.
I am going to go to my room.
That would probably be best. We had Cosnix lay down and go to sleep a little while ago.
Minerva just turns and walks off. And if there happens to be someone walking next to her, she snarls at them.
Most people
crossing the
back up.
path.
Yeah, most people they shy away from her with that. Ihane looks at you guys. It's like, I understand her distress. I have experienced similar things myself. But her thirst for revenge is gonna hurt her more than help her. I'll trust you all to give her aid, but also keep an eye on her so she doesn't destroy herself.
Yeah, Argus will
Yeah.
just kind of say, yeah, well, best to let her simmer down a bit first, or at least get in a state where she's perhaps a bit less on edge. Well,
Yeah, Ihane nods to that.
Argus will kind of say, I've dealt with young'uns before. It's best to give them their space.
I'm
when
assuming
they're not-
Luca's in a meeting because I see him in my chat. Like, he's not in chat, he's in the viewers. So I assume he's in a meeting and can't be in this call. But you have dealt with youngins?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Did I on it say that, or did
I thought you said that, and I was just
Oh,
putting you back on your line of thought.
Did I get cut off? Oh, sorry.
I cut
yeah,
you off.
Argus.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Argus says like, yeah, I've raised a young'un. It's best to give them a bit of space when they're not in the best mood. Let them kind of get a handle on themselves before you try to talk to them.
Ihane nods again. I've never had the blessing, but I understand that. You guys should rest too. Just because it was more traumatizing for her doesn't mean you guys didn't suffer as well.
Before that, I want to speak with a scientist.
There's plenty around. What specifically? Maybe I can point you towards one.
One with connections, that knows people.
A lot of us scientists don't exactly know people, but I can look around for scientists who might. What kind of people are you looking for? I can narrow it down.
Alchemist.
What? Sorry, Zima?
Alchemist.
Alchemist. Okay, we have some. You might know
Someone
that.
that specializes in mutations.
Yeah, we have somebody who could maybe look into that. I'll have them get a hold of you. I'll send them to knock on your door here soon. I'll send a message to them now.
I'll be waiting.
She sits down to draft a message. You guys turn and look after Niobe as she's walking down the hallway, and you see a ride berth around her. Which is hard to do because the hallways are only like 10 feet wide.
Yeah, I was thinking at this point she must take like most of the hallway.
He's taking
Yeah.
the entire hallway.
Not wholly, but I imagine if efforts made, Niobe might ignore people. But if people try to walk right next to her, then that's when it. Yeah, you guys are free to do whatever you want for the night.
Yeah. Did we? I forget. Did we get a chance to? Well, I know we collected the reward and stuff from the Cephadrone quest, right?
Yes.
Did
pretty
we?
sure you
I
guys did.
forget if we ever went to like the smithy or did anything
Yeah, we
like
did.
that. Okay, we did. Okay. Yeah. Guess Argus will probably kind of just give the party a nod and then be about on his way. Just kind of go find something to do. Get some time to unwind.
I need a bath. I can still feel the brains.
What are you doing, Elliot?
Elliot's not gonna speak much because he yelled so much, but he's gonna go back to his room. Like,
You're gonna do the report for.
yes. Yes.
Oh, actually, yeah. Argus will help with that, I guess.
Ow.
If Elliot goes to do that first.
Yeah. Let's just get that done with. Time to write up a good old report. None.
What are you doing right away, Val? Or are you heading back to your room waiting?
Zenma, I think, said
Sorry.
Vel was gonna
Having
take a
a bath.
Bath? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could go to the. I think I said there is either a bath in each of your rooms or very close by, and you could have a nice steamy shower there.
Just gonna scrub really hard. After that, she's gonna just wait for the guy.
Hold on, I'm getting NPC information. So, you we'll go through the line. Yeah, but you reach your room first because you left first. You open your door, you see Cosnix curled up under his ring on your bed.
Leaf bed.
Yeah.
Yerba will just stare at Cosnix for a moment. And then sigh and go curl up around it. And try to sleep. With an eye towards the door.
Yeah.
A question. I haven't played Wilds. Is Cosnix
Radal.
an elder or just like
No.
No, he's
Flying
way
Rider.
down.
Flying,
Flying.
flying
no,
wyvern, kind of.
Zimmer hasn't played, so Zimmer doesn't.
So,
This might
sorry.
be a slight thing for you, Zimmer, but as far as we've faced so far, no elders.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But they added 2 new classifications, and that's all I'll say on that.
yeah, Ray Dow is
Actually,
sort of
3.
like a
Flying
sort of
wyvern.
like
I
above.
saw a video
above-
of like a crystal one. It's like, oh, that's the elder of the game.
yeah,
Nope.
sort of like around or maybe a bit above sort of Rathalos level monster.
Yeah, I would say that's accurate. Radau is probably slightly above Rathalos. Probably around or slightly below Devil Joe level.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
probably
when
like between
that's-
those two. Yeah.
That's why Nervous sighed, because Cosnix will never be a dragon.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we have a lot of splicing. We could just splice you into Cosnick. So we'll head to the other 2. August, do you go to your room, or do you go to Elliot's room to write the?
Well, I mean, whichever is best. I imagine both of them probably have some sort of desk.
Yes, but I also imagine Elliot's might be both messier and cleaner of a desk. They
Yes.
probably have more
Right.
writing utensils there ready to use. Like your ink might be a little dried.
Yeah, Argus's room is very well organized. I will say, like his desk probably has his like notes neatly sort of filed. You know, he takes care of his own space. So I mean, I guess could write in Argus's room.
Sure.
But I guess Argus will say, you were, you were training to become a handler, were you not?
Yes.
So, well, I presume you could see some issues in that
Oh.
quest they were sent on as well.
Yeah, I see that. Also, there's just a part of me like, why did it have to be Harbin? He is like a thorn in my side. Every way I turn, it is just Harbin. Sorry if I'm seeing a little obsessed. It's just, if you're in my position, it feels like you might also be just very annoyed.
Almost like somebody stringing a plot along.
But
Hey, be careful,
Ali-
man. If Harbin always wins, that means you guys can't.
yeah, it's also now you guys, I guess, in a weird way, Nerva feels how we kind of feel, though hers is more extreme.
Argus will just kind of say, it does it does strike me a bit the wrong way that someone, well, considering the story you told of Harbin as well, someone like him has gone mostly unnoticed or unpunished.
His lazy ass. Agreed. He needs to go punished.
I've never even with a face to reference, I don't think I've met him before. And, well, I guess I should count my blessings for that.
Yeah.
Still, why would the guild authorize a quest to steal? Well, first of all, stealing eggs from an elder dragon. That alone is nearly a suicide mission, if not cause to send elder dragons into a rampage.
Yeah.
They are, intelligent far beyond words. They would. It is nowhere near anything like stealing eggs from a Raytheon.
No, those things show capabilities beyond our understanding. Like, you saw what they, or presumably did, with that Valstrax.
Yeah, and to add, Niorva's parents weren't known for any sort of disturbances or any major issues to the guild, so there would be no way they would have authorized a hunt against them either. Yet they authorized a mission that would, very clearly end up in conflict, let alone provoking an elder dragon by stealing their children. That alone is very out of the ordinary.
Actually, Mike, seeing as how Elliot's father was a hunter in some sort, does this make any rational sense to where they would attack a non-intrusive elder dragon or monster?
So you're talking about the Valstrax part of that, or are you talking about going after the adults?
The adults, just like if
the
they're
Vera
mining,
guys, yeah.
the Vera guys. If they're mining, yeah.
I think it's not unheard of, but it's mostly, from what you remember hearing them say, the quest wasn't to kill the parents. It was
to retrieve an egg.
To retrieve the eggs.
But presuming
they will give them permission to fight the parents because they knew it very likely will come to that. But I don't think it was intentionally about that, but I think also from what you heard of the quest, it definitely felt off.
Shady, like it's not actually the guild, it's like some sort of other darker society.
You don't know personally, you never hunted for the guild and you never passed your
I
tests.
don't know.
But August definitely gets the feeling that quest wasn't 100% up to
like the guild standards.
Yeah.
That's why we have the guild knight, a former guild knight.
I guess Argus will kind of say as well, I haven't worked with them myself, but from what I've heard, the teams they have that study elder dragons, their movements, their ecology, their habits, they are, not much goes by without their say when it comes to elder dragons. A quest like that, it would have had to been authorized by someone related to them. So either the quest was unauthorized in some regard, or there was some sort of
foul play.
Foul play, yes.
Like inside agent for someone else, for another organization.
That does bring to.
If we end up fighting Niorva's brother,
Hey, I just want you guys to know, no matter what you guys guess, I already have plans that's going to be worse than what half of you guys are saying. Just say it. I said my plan, Legendary cackled, and Mid's worry increased at that point.
That doesn't mean he can't adjust it, though.
Oh, 100%. Like, stories change.
Oh.
But that doesn't mean it
Yes.
gets better.
Listen, I mean,
That does bring to light well, I would call it disturbing sort of loose end. We have
Yeah.
no idea where the eggs ended up. We only know the quest that was given and how the eggs were obtained, but there's we don't have a trail. We don't know who came into possession of those eggs, what was done with them.
or what they're being used for.
We don't even know who was. Well, we at least got a small bit detail of information on who gave the quest, but we don't even know if it was them that commissioned the quest to begin with. They could have only been a liaison for another party.
Yeah. But definitely foul play here in some regards. It's just concerning. They have an unraised version of Nerva, and we saw what their parents, like, at least cunning, and actually, yeah, absolute cunning could do. Imagine if you raise something like that to become, like, your trained pet. Like, no offense to Nerva. Like,
I would shudder the thought.
actually,
But-
did we see how many eggs there were? just
Roll
undisclosed?
me a history.
I'll do this blind just to make it
Okay.
fair.
The answer gets
Yeah, so
answered now.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
No,
trying to do that
that's
blind.
no. The blind isn't working properly, but this is fine. You knowing how well you rolled doesn't change what you remember.
Yeah.
And it's only for this game that it seems broken. I have to go and check my settings.
Yeah,
Only
maybe
a
it's,
model.
but yeah, how
yeah.
many eggs?
Yeah. Make sure I
Oh,
roll
Eric.
this outside of the game because apparently some dice don't work. Okay, let's see.
I already have a vibe in the back of my head, just like out of character. Oh, I know what a darkest plan would be to use.
You saw at least 3 eggs.
Okay. There were at least 3 eggs that from I recall, so 3 Veergeist that could be out there in any sort of fashion.
Argus, I guess, will kind of sigh as he's kind of looking over the notes that they're
Can
writing.
you
just
roll
kinda-
me a blind, Elliot, can you roll me once more a blind check that something? I want to see if the setting I just changed did anything.
Sure. Oh, roll. Do a blind acrobatics.
No,
Nope.
it didn't.
Let me try something real quick. Okay, I have to set my actual, like...
Okay, so
Thing.
we have to do the bottom check, not the
yeah, the
sheet
bottom.
check. Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, then we can
Okay.
just do that, and that will work. I don't have to have half the stuff as blind anymore. Then.
Yeah. Yep,
I
you
guess-
just... Yeah.
Yeah, Argus will just kind of sigh. You know, if his parents tried everything, well, every trick they had in the book to deter the hunters. They didn't even try to, well, kill them initially. It was only, well, aside from indiscriminate methods like the pit or stuff like that, they were fairly nice to start off with, all things considered.
Yeah.
It's, well,
I mean,
it's
you also saw their
it shouldn't-
tactics.
yeah, shouldn't have turned out like that.
Could have turned out worse for us.
They should have had the hunters should have had the sense to smell the off scent in the air and
I will say, August, you do get a good sense for what being in their heads, what they all like wanted from this quest. You heard Harbin talk about keeping places safe and how the only way they knew how was like if the monsters were dead, they couldn't threaten them. It was a little extreme, but like there's a thread of logic there, however extreme. The others all had their own reasons. Like your character, Delphina, was upset with the brutality, and you definitely saw that firsthand.
Yeah, Delphina's probably like, or Delphina, I think, was basically there as a sort of what's the word? A countermeasure, as in like she was sent there because she has experience dealing with elder dragons. Like if stuff went wrong, she was there to kind of pick up the slack, but she was not expecting it to go that wrong.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
And how would you think Elliot would have seen from Rex?
Oh, dude, I had another. Honestly, I think Rex is simple-minded, just doing the orders.
Okay, so he was just doing the job as the job was given, so not even questioning orders.
Yeah, no, like I had some other idea, like, or just to grow in power, like
I mean,
you know, gain
both of them make
experience.
sense, like
Yeah, gain
hunting
experience
is
to
what
overcome an
hunters do,
adversary.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, gain experience to overcome another adversary. That I will not go into details.
For you, Zenma, how do you feel the professor? Like, what do you think we get from the professors? Like feelings.
So he was thrilled about finding a new species and dissecting them.
So the research capabilities of it.
Yeah.
Like, do you
Morbid
think?
curiosity.
Yeah. So you think he wouldn't have minded the killing of the parents? Like he probably planned on it the whole time so he could dissect them, or do you think he had more altruistic views than that?
I believe that he's. I don't think he's like a cruel person, but when it comes to science, he is willing to do that kind of stuff, you know?
Ends justify the means.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the parts that you guys remember from the hunt as well. You guys remember seeing these moods and everything. So you guys at least know that they're not all like just monsters. Like they're not all Harbin. Harbin specifically wanted to kill monsters, while the rest of them just had a job to do.
Yes. Argus will ask, from what you saw of Harbin on the hunt, did his behavior, was that similar to how he acted when he sold you out to the guild and told them all those falsehoods?
So, Elliot, you did notice there was differences with him.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, like,
Yeah,
I saw him in combat, like, from here, like, it felt like he was much weaker. Like, you know, if, like, right when we were in Yerva's memories, he was like a giant, sturdy tree. But, like, now, like, from the past experience, he was like toothpick. Or give or take, like, a smaller tree. Amongst other things.
I would not doubt that, whatever psychic shock Njorva caused him possibly caused some sort of damage to his brain.
Serves him right.
Well, once the mind weakens, the body comes next. It's only well, it would at least explain why his capabilities were so different between the two experiences. But was he always as, well, violent and, well, ready to start fights when you were with him?
Oh, was he, Mike? Or
It encouraged you to hunt things.
But
Yeah?
he wasn't we must kill everybody to be safe before. He had different motives in his newer self. But you see tweaks of him. He did encourage you guys to fight a lot of things. But he also did that to tell the guild about you poaching. So yes and no.
yeah, it's like a yes and no.
Sort of similar endpoints, but different causes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what, he wasn't okay in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, listen, his mind got fried like being cooked by Teostra.
Your mind jumps to the ash and the corrupted Ash and Teostra you guys fought.
Oh. Yeah, no, like, honestly, your body being roasted by Teostra, your mind being melted by a Veergeist. Same thing, different ways.
I only wished I was still a knight. Maybe I could actually seek some sort of justice for this, but, well, I don't think there's going to be much justice found. Well, I don't think there's any stopping Yorva, though I wouldn't.
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't weep for one such as Harbin.
Oh, agreed. But maybe we can serve justice in our own way. That is not through the guild, but through the Helix Commission.
So as you guys finish up this conversation, you guys are writing your notes. We
Yep.
cut away, and we go to Vel. Vel, your bath was nice. It soaked into your skin. You feel a bit cleaner. Obviously, you weren't physically dirty before, but you had at least some hot cleansing. And you are waiting in your room for the researcher to come. Well, what are you doing while you wait?
I'm praying to Tiamat.
And how does this prayer look? And what do you say?
I'll probably make the room as dark as possible. Burn some
Incense?
no, this is to calm them. Some bones.
Burning some bones.
Put a little of my own blood in it. And Vel will pray for the strength and for our revenge to arrive during our lifetime.
Go ahead and roll me a religion check. If you could do that blind, I would appreciate that.
I will try.
You have to do it in the actual chat box. What we found.
Yes. Blind GM roll.
Yep.
And religion. There you are. Normal?
Yeah, normal. Excellent. So, your burning of the bones, like you've done this before. This is your standard prayer to Tiamat. Like maybe not the words, but the actions. and some of the smoke of the burning bones waft into your nostril, and you smell like a sulfur like smell and stuff. So you don't get words to you, but you do get the feeling that something has heard your prayers. And from our point of view, we're watching Val maybe sit cross-legged on the floor with this incense like wrapping in her face. We see behind her a desk, and from the right of the screen where us as people would see this, and Val has not noticed yet. We just see a figure walking behind Val. Is like a squat figure, just shy of 5 foot, comes in with an armful of like notebooks and stuff. And Val, I think you notice it right when you hear the notebooks get sat on the table as the figure turns and goes to shut the door. And it like starts you out of your meditation.
I turn around.
So what you see behind you, you see just standing just under 5 foot. It is a race. I don't know if Val would have ever come across. It's from my picked races. It's Lotto. It's basically an axolotl kin. And you see her, she has a graceful perpetual shimmer to a soft, like, mauve pink skin. She has, like, these gill fans, the little pointy bits of the heads of axolotls that, like, flutter around her head a little bit. And you see the slight electrical pulses that sometimes trace through her skin, like bioluminescence. See her wearing a long, sleeveless coat that looks like it was grown and not made. It looks to be made of like a kelp fiber type. Maybe some monster scales every once in a while used as thread to hold it together. And over top that there's a sash that is covered in like very carefully sealed like flasks and sample vials. Maybe some bone charms and a needle or two. She turns to you and looks at you, and you see her eyes are like a little glassy and lidless, but they seem very expressive, shifting from cloudy teal to bright lag. Like they seem to change with her mood. She's like, "Oh, I apologize. I didn't want to interrupt you." Her voice sounds like a gentle stream, and her words seem to almost rip sometimes, like they're bubbling up from somewhere deeper. My name is Soletta. Yeah, I was told by Ahane you wanted to talk to me. It is Dr. Soletta Mur.
Okay. While she was talking, I reached as fast as possible for my staff and I pointed at her.
It looks at it. Oh, that won't be necessary. I just came as soon as I could.
You're the scientist?
Yes, I believe that's what I said. Ahane did send me, after all.
Don't you dare enter my private chambers without permission.
Well, the door was unlocked, and I was under the impression you were expecting me.
I would like
She
to
looks
ask
at
you.
she just looks at you like uh like not like scared of you, but not like cocky either. She seems to be taking time to feel you out, to like taste the air, to feel the room, that kind of thing.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what the lottos look like.
Being rude to
Um,
that thing.
What was that, Mid?
Belle's being rude to it. So cute though.
Yeah, oh, very much so.
do you, do you know about other scientists?
They have contacted some. I have some helpers throughout the region. I assumed this had something to do with your guys' experiment earlier.
Do you know someone called Professor Leopold?
Let me roll something.
That's a good idea, Zenma.
What would be a good stand-in stat block for this? Oh, cause I want to make sure I have one that I can.
Adept or
it-
expert?
What was that?
Adept or expert?
See if I have either of those. Might be useful. Oh well, when you know there's like 4 of those, it's just a good stat block. Oh, that's a.
Probably one for each casting. Still there?
Yeah, I am. I was looking at stuff. I don't know if that's gonna work. I'm just gonna use a standard intelligent base and PC that I have.
3 plus,
Uh,
probably 3.
what?
Probably plus 6.
Yeah, I would take a look. It looks like it. I'll probably do a modified spy and just have it more int than anything else. Copy this. Okay. So, let's see. It'll be history. So, mm, let me do this line so that I know the information I'm giving you guys. She says, I'm not familiar with that name specifically, but I can put my feelers out to see if one of my contacts do.
Sorry, someone's knocking at my door. Hold on.
Okay. That gives me a second to make sure everything is on. Okay, so I can do this. I can. That up there. Put these was in like I got here. 'Cause I don't need combat stats. She could just die if you guys attack her, but...
In the meantime,
Yes. We can cut back over to you.
Oh.
If
I
you...
was just
Yeah, in the
I
meantime...
wasn't gonna have anything till the next day.
Okay. I could do all these items off here because she doesn't have any attacks at the moment. Why would she? Okay.
Sorry about that. There's some kind of elections going on in Mexico, and
You're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, she says, yes, I can put out contact. I can contact my contacts and see if any of them know them. I ask why you're interested in them. If it's personal, it's personal. I don't mind. I just like to know things. Like I said, she has no eyelids, so this whole time she's like looking at you, she does not blink. Her eyes shift colors and stuff. It's almost like a lava lamp on like one of those glitter bars that like they change colors and like clouds and stuff. It's almost like that. Her eyes are like mood rings.
He.
There's Luca.
Hey.
Hey,
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good,
welcome to
Luca.
the land of living.
It's actually perfect. Are you okay, Luca? We're super
I'm
fine.
good. I'm good.
Okay. Let me worry for a
Oh no,
second.
yeah, it
We'll
doesn't
jump to
hurt.
you after the scene with Vel here, and we'll fill you in quickly, but...
He conducted a research some time ago. I would like to know more about it in person.
I would like you to roll me either persuasion or deception of your choice.
Blind as well?
Yeah. Well, you could do that publicly, and I'll roll her response blindly. But, that is... Because I need to obviously know if Luke is in game. Game has told me.
Hey,
Mhm.
would you look at that?
Dirty 20. Nice.
So you actually believe what you're telling her then, as part of the persuasion, or are you trying to lie to her? That's why I left it
It's
up
going
to
to be-
you whether you believe what you were saying or not.
I think it's more. Are you trying to be circumspect with what you're asking for?
Mm,
You're using big words that I don't understand, Mid. Dumb.
can I keep the 16 and not my...
Try to say things without saying things, or implying
Yeah.
something but saying another.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
can
can.
you roll an intelligence check to understand what Mid said?
Yeah, I fail. No, you can keep the 16. You rolled a 16, so that would minus the 3. That would be a 17.
17, yeah.
So you're lying to her about your reasoning for wanting to
Yeah.
know this person. Let me roll my... Well, no matter what, yeah, I'm sure you have your reasons. And I won't be too hurt to not be in the know about them. Just try not to, I'll let you know what my informants say. I don't know too much myself. I spent a lot of time outside these facilities, though. You happened to actually catch me on one of my a few times back. And with that, she's like, but if you need anything, in the meantime, of my expertise, just know that I am around for now if you need me, and I will send notice to you if I find out anything more.
That will be of great assistance.
As that, you also notice just some physical tics she seems to have. She as she talks and stuff, she like always like was messing with like the table a little bit. Just like always like almost expressive with her hands and such. And then as such she's like, well, I thought I was gonna have more time waiting for your meditation to be over. Picks up her papers and stuff. I was gonna do a little light reading, but I'll finish this over in my rooms. You have a wonderful night. And then she goes to leave, but she's like, oh, I often forget. Well, she sticks out her hand. And can I have your name?
Velkalar.
And do you just leave her hand hanging in the air?
Yeah.
She went. Ah. She looks down. Ah, shame. You had such nice looking scales. I wanted to feel the texture. And she turns and
Like your
leaves.
skin.
And now we go over from Joan. Joan, to catch you up briefly, Joan obviously is in shock from the effect. She woke up a little pale from the experience. She woke up to Belle throwing up and is upset about Harbin. Elliot is verbally upset about Harbin. Nerva nat 20'd her wisdom saving throw with disadvantage, double nat 20'd.
Oh gods.
Which is the only way she could have succeeded. Is she had the DC at 22 and her maximum is a 21 with a nat 20.
I was not planning for that.
So she didn't need restrained or anything. They talked about murdering everybody that was in that hunt. Asked Ayane to see if they could find those people. Ayane said it will take time, but she will help where she can. But definitely shows all the symptoms of not being patient. And
Or shows the symptoms of
Wonder
not
why.
being okay.
yeah, also not okay. Everybody split up to go to their rooms after that. This is where we cut to Joan. You don't have to go to your room, but what does Joan do after that traumatic experience?
Oh. I mean, Joan was in the body of someone who wasn't really into killing everything they saw. So I think the shock might have been a little bit lesser for her. But still, everything they did was a little bit too much. I think Joan just goes straight to the cantina and just goes like grab 2 or 3 glasses of ale or beer or something, sits on the table looking at the wall, just sipping casually and just really thinking the whole night. Doesn't even go to her room.
Do you fall asleep at any point?
I think so. More out of pure like tiredness other than anything else, but Still in the cafeteria. Just looking at the
Okay.
wall.
So we'll fade away for the night. August and Elliot are writing their reports before they finally end up going to bed. I assume Val went to bed shortly after talking with the scientist, making sure to lock the door this time. You missed that whole exchange, Luca. It was great. I just had the scientist walk in behind her.
Oh gods.
Mid post a picture in Discord of her race, and how can you be mad at that face? I obviously tried to go to sleep, but also was uneasy that night. Did Nira actually end up sleeping?
Eventually, but she doesn't know when. She just finds out she woke up at some point.
Yeah, and I think we'll cut to the morning. Once again, I would like everybody to roll me a d20 to see when people wake up.
Let's go on at once.
Wait, why were you rolling? Sorry, I was.
A d20.
There's no-
Need 2 more. Okay.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
wrong
Wait.
character.
re your
Target acquired.
I thought I did, but he was offline. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom.
Target acquired.
Something came back.
Okay.
Inside, Joan didn't come back. Joan stayed in the memory.
Oh, are you gonna pull a dreamscape on us? We never left it.
No, I had plans. You guys have to be awake for my plans to work. But anyways, it looks like Nira, you are the first to wake. You don't know necessarily what time it is. You don't know, like, when you fell asleep. I think you wake up because I think Cosnick wakes up. I think Cosnick is sniffing around, maybe where you have put some bones or something, and like is looking for something to eat for breakfast.
Nira wakes up, is confused at what point she fell asleep, and just stares at Cosnix for a moment before recalling everything that happened. Her
Cosnick,
fury is simmered down to just a cold anger, cold hatred.
Cosnick looks at you with those big like eyes, like pleading for food.
Nira stares for a few more seconds and then sighs. Gets up, takes Cosnix to the cafeteria.
See, they always get this way, guys. They always want the pet, but after a few days, they get tired of feeding it and taking care of it.
Listen, just play a summoner. You can dismiss it anytime.
I think, and this is actually really ironic, because as you get towards the kitchen area, you see Joan passed out on a bench. Like a mug of drink still in her right hand, and a little bit of like a puddle of drool from where she fell asleep just on the hard countertop.
Nira considers the drink.
Flashbacks to the last time you had alcohol.
Hmm.
Moves on. But as she goes by Joanne, she smacks her in the back with her tail.
Whack!
I'm awake. Huh?
Nira just keeps
No,
walking.
I'll look at Nirva.
Just keeps walking.
Is Cosmic now big enough that he's walking behind you, or is he still small enough he is on your back?
He can follow behind until he gets tired.
Okay. So you see Nirva walk by. Whether she meant to hit you or not, you don't know. You just know that's what woke you up.
Nira goes to order a side of beef or whatever they have.
Yeah. They're used to you now. They make sure they leave at least a slab of meat ready for you. You know you can't eat as much as you would like, but they know how much you can actually safely eat. You and Cosnix, they like somebody's been informing them on a proper diet for you guys. I think you notice on the bit that they put aside for Cosnix, there's some there's a little bit of like calcium powder on it, just to help.
Calcium carbonate.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I've owned reptiles and stuff. Sometimes you have to give them a little extra protein and calcium and such.
Mhm.
And I feel like Nerva's smart enough to know that it's not poison, so...
Yeah, gotta have your rocks.
Exactly. Even humans eat rocks.
With her tiny baby teeth.
Ah,
She takes her chunk of meat to a table and rather not viciously, but forcefully tears chunks out of it.
there's not many people here this early, Joan. Just like Nerva, you don't know when you fell asleep. You do know, however, that you had at some point. Your head, maybe a dull ache from the alcohol. Not like a piercing migraine from a hangover, but enough to know that you had your fair share.
Not enough. And I'll sit by. I'll try to be quiet. No, not exactly stealthing, but I'll try to be quiet, get some food, and sit by her.
As you sit down, Nerva pauses, but doesn't say anything.
Oh, you
just-
missed it, Luca. This is perfect because Joan wouldn't notice this either. But Mid specifically said, well, Joan might want to keep her distance because she looked like the elves that were in. Like she looks at least partly
Oh.
elf like them.
Yeah, I'll sit like by her, and as she looks at me, I'll just like
There's no expression on her
shit, I
face.
forgot the word. I'll like get my head down, like respectfully.
Okay,
She
But I won't do
goes
anything
back to the
else.
meat.
August,
Yeah,
you. Oh, go ahead, Mid. Sorry.
I'm just gonna say Nerva goes back to the meat without saying anything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
August, you're the next one to wake up. Your back creaks and moans as you wake up, get out of bed and stuff. You had enough of a sleep, but it's never going to be enough. You're at that age. What
Yeah.
does August do?
I mean, Argus is gonna. He's probably gonna kind of sit up from laying down and just kind of let out a bit of an exhausted sigh. You know, well, even though he hasn't really shown it, that whole mind hunt experience, it does affect him to an extent.
Yeah.
Like he knows,
I
he
bet
can
it
tell
felt.
what Yorga
I bet
is
it
going
felt
through.
nice to have working knees and everything again, though.
Mhm.
Hey,
Oh
you
my-
don't need bending knees. He only needs to stand up straight.
That's the Guild Knight speaking.
He'll never. He doesn't bend a knee. He doesn't need bending knees.
Just flops.
But yeah, he's just gonna kind of. He's probably just gonna go about his morning as per usual. Routine is, well, to him, routine is just kind of something that keeps him focused. It's like if he's not like in the best mood, just like sticking to routine is like the most reliable thing he can do to just kind of keep what's the word? Keep stable, I guess. I'm not sure, but yeah, I guess he'll probably just make his way to the canteen. Maybe keep an eye out for any of the other anyone else
Body.
in the group. See if they're
Yeah.
there.
Well,
Yeah.
as you walk down the hall, you see maybe some smaller, like intern like people, like looking around this corner in the kitchen area, but are like looking like they are slightly afraid to enter. When you turn the corner, you see Nerva and Cosmic eating their breakfast. Nerva in a bit more of a calculated way than Cosmic's pure hunger, and you see Joan looking like she got hit with a freight train, but is nursing some breakfast and maybe a concoction of like coffee and a bunch of other stuff mixed together to help with the hangover. Some hair, what it looks like it was plastered to the side of her head and then got moved like back into place.
Guess Argus will probably just sit down, give Joan a bit of room, give her breathing room while she's nursing I assume a headache. But
Really.
yeah. He's probably just gonna kinda sit down and eat some food. He's not well, he gets the sense that well, considering Joan is probably mildly hungover, and Yorva is well, we all know what Yorva went through, so they're probably not in very talkative moods right now. But yeah. Yeah. I guess he's just gonna think to himself, just kinda go over the details in his head, just kinda thinking about the whole mind hunt thing, what happened, but also trying to think if like any of this, like even like Harbin or like the quests that they're given, if any of this even like has any remote connection to the stuff they've been dealing with. Like there might not be a direct connection from what he can gather, but like he's always kind of thinking about the whole Lulth Tiamat situation, kind of wondering how that's playing out, what the connections are. The whole Varric the Infiltrator thing kind of weighs a bit on his mind. Kind of like a constant, constantly kind of keeps him mildly on edge.
Can't wait till you find out who he is. I think the last two wake up pretty much the same time. Yeah, Elliot, how do you wake up since you were slightly higher? Elliot can leave his room slightly before.
Yeah, he's a bit groggy because like just I think the night wasn't so well because like just experience Mindhunt now, just getting over other feelings and such after getting past Harbin, and it's like, oh, just sick.
Let's throw in a nightmare about that Cephalos that like was staring at you from the bushes.
Oh dear.
All you saw was eyes, but you knew who it was. Because, have to add that extra panic. And as you step out in the hall, you two step out. How does Vel wake up?
I'm gonna say that Belle had a hard time sleeping. She still has memories of what it felt like herself hurting the elder dragons.
I will say there was a degree of separation there. Like, while you felt like you were in the body, you also felt like there was, much like Nerva waking up, like a layer of water. Like, it wasn't, like, you... I'm not gonna say you 100% like, oh, you wouldn't feel like that, but there definitely was a slight separation. However you feel that would take place is up to you. Like, you could 100% still feel like it was you. I'm not saying that. I'm adding to it.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna say she feels very grossed out still. So I don't think she's gonna have breakfast. She's gonna go pray.
That's fair. She's gonna go where, you said? Sorry?
The place with the altars to
Oh, yeah,
all
the
gods.
religious. Yeah. So you see, Elliot, that you leave your room, and soon after you see Valerie, but she doesn't. I'm sure you're going to breakfast because that's where you guys normally meet. You see Val head in a different direction.
Not gonna stop him. I'm
And
gonna go to the well, usual spot. If
yep, and
Just follow the sound of crunching bones.
yeah, they're a little bit more extra today. As you turn the corner, you see the same people watching in awe at Nerva eating. You see, it looks like Nerva is like almost finishing up with her side. Kosnik has finished his and curled up a little bit. And you see the other two at the table just eating in silence, basically.
yeah, he's gonna take a seat.
You guys awkwardly sit there.
Yeah.
Nobody talks, because I can jump over to Zenma's side.
After the awkward silence goes on for just a bit too long, Nero will sigh again through her nostrils. You made your report, I'm sure.
I did.
Have you any thoughts, then, about what we should do next?
Well, I didn't exactly think upon that route, but I'll just give my train of thought for what happened. Something shady. Definitely shady. Like, more or less coming from Argus here, from what he said in his experience.
Guess Argus will kind of add, I have not seen quests as sloppily given out such as that. There was definitely something off, but as for what to do next, I'm not quite sure myself. I think it would be best to maybe find something to do while we process our options and figure out what to do next. Either an idle, either find some work to do or find somewhere to go in the time being.
I recognize that it is difficult for one such as I to enter your towns, your cities. As long as there's not many people, just a few, they will not notice me. I can make myself appear as another human, or whatever. Think that if we do not have any leads by today, that we should check out the town you found me in. I'm sure they'll know something there. Even if I have to pry it out of their minds. We will leave no loose ends.
As you guys are talking about that and the implications of that sink in with Elliot and them, we fade over to Val as Val is just entering the religious altar room, so to speak. As always, you find a couple acolytes walking around, just making sure all the altars are like cleaned and like. Now that you've cleaned the Tiamat one, they keep it clean, though it's not personally done by Aihane herself. What do you do, Val?
I think Belle will just take her time, praying to each of the dragon gods in their own way, and if I will not look for Hannah, but if I see her, I'll try to talk to her.
Go ahead and just roll me a d20. I think after you're done with your third set of prayers for the third god or goddess, I think you see her exit from a room across this room. And she doesn't look like she's in a hurry or anything, but she ends up leaving her room and like checks in the center of the altar room like she normally does. Like, looks like she's just starting her rounds.
I will come to her and talk as softly as possible so no one hears us. Oh, sorry. I'll tell her. Do you know? Have you figured out anything about our infiltration problem?
She looks at you and looks around and like walks with you to the different shrines that you've already prayed to, staying away from the Tiamat one personally, but just like keeping away from the others. And it's like, we've been looking into who they could have motive swapping with, and or maybe not even swapping with, depending on how long they've been here, but slow process, vetting people without them knowing it. We would both like the infiltrator to not know we are looking, but also our people to not know we're looking into them. It's discouraging to some to know that you aren't believed to be who you are. We've eliminated a fair few people from suspects simply because they do not have access to which would be enviable by an infiltrator like that. They wouldn't hear things, they wouldn't see things, they wouldn't have access to the things you need. We are combing through the different divisions of scientists, as well as looking out for any that are missing for any time, or if they are currently still missing.
What you're saying is that whoever this person is on the top.
It's not necessarily the top. We have many branches that have access to different things. Hard to know which parts they're after, which parts they aren't. About knowing the people directly, and as much as I have dealt with people of your estranged beliefs, she says estranged like you're estranged from them, but still believe it. Like she's trying to be polite to you about it. I don't know a lot of them personally, so I don't know what information they may or may not need. They can't. I doubt they're working on the same exact plan they had decades before when I last came in conflict with them. But at the same time, we plenty of researchers here that they could be after to aid them in even the same old goal they had, let alone any new ones. But we will. I will come up with a way to let you know via more than likely sending if I learn anything new about it. I'm gonna have to put my personal investigation on hold though, because I don't believe Nerva is gonna be patient enough for me to split my attention. Though I worry if they were strong enough to take on Nerva's parents. Not sure if you guys finding them now is the right call.
That is what I worry about.
Not to mention, we can't devote the commission resources to help you hunt them down too. I know her pain. As I said, I felt similar pain myself, but that doesn't make it the commission's job to bring them to justice. We won't stop you, but I would like senseless murder not to happen as well.
I thank you.
What?
There's not much reason to help us, and yet you do.
There's not reason
I
not to
wouldn't.
help you either. Just because it doesn't benefit somebody doesn't mean it doesn't benefit the person getting the help. My experience, I lived a long life. I've lived lives believing and worshipping different people, and no matter what, even those who might even spit in your hand when you offer it to them, they deserve help on occasion.
Oh,
Good.
Go fire.
Ah.
Probably hit the update.
There he is.
But if you need anything else, don't hesitate to get in contact with me. May have to go and see some of my contacts directly looking into this for Nerva. There you go, Mel.
Vel will nod her head and just leave for to meet with everyone else.
Okay. And I think this is at the end. Like, you get there soon after the conversation ends about well, you get there probably at 15 minutes or so after the conversation about what to do. People still don't know what to do. And Nerva has solidly finished her food and probably has cracked the bones and whatnot for Meryl and so on and so forth. I think Joan probably finished eating and is nursing her coffee concoction, while the other two probably are nearly finished.
Irish coffee for sure. For sure.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, that's the one way to get over a hangover: add alcohol.
You can be on a hangover if you never stop being drunk.
Exactly. And that's what you walking on.
IV drip the alcohol into yourself.
I think Nerva would start to ask Elliot and now that Zenma's here. Not Zenma, Vel is here. Keep mixing those up.
Oh.
Now that Val is here, Nerva would ask Elliot about everything they could remember about the town Verdant Haven.
Sure, yeah, just goes over his notes and stuff. But,
I don't know if Mike wants us to get into it now or not.
no,
I think that's probably a better for next time.
no.
It's right around the end point.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Elliot would at least tell Nerva about the 3 eggs. Like, that is one thing.
She would know about the eggs.
Yes,
I
but
She's
it's,
old.
but you also had a little bit of brain damage from that too.
Mhm.
Repressed memory. So you know you have at least 3 unhatched siblings that were
Yeah.
taken from that.
Also, we can certainly say you did something to that dwarven fella. He ain't what he was or used to be.
That's interesting.
Don't worry. I'll finish it too.
Yeah.
But she was asking more like
Oh yeah.
actual hierarchy.
So I
Mike
can
says
kind
we
of brief overview that. There's obviously the guild leader the leader of the guild outpost there, that was in the mansion that was in the trees. He was number 1. Then there was his attendant / handler lady there, Pressgiver. Other than that, you guys really didn't meet too many people there before you were thrown into prison.
Joan would know
Yeah.
some.
Joan would know a few, like maybe some guard captains and
Yeah.
stuff. And you guys know the lovely blacksmith and the lovely innkeeper that was there.
Zenogre steak.
Yeah. But other than that, you guys didn't really get to meet too many NPCs there before
Mm-mm.
they happened to quickly leave. You guys
Yeah.
don't even know what all happened after the Alpha Drones were released as a distraction.
Oh yeah.
Though anybody that was killed, Ihana did promise to send scrolls to Revivify to.
Raised dead would be.
Raised dead, yeah. Whatever.
You know what he meant.
Yeah.
That's the most of it as you guys sit down to a well needed breakfast. Some of you guys finishing, some of you guys just getting started. And you guys debate about the future, where you're going and what you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I very well, as a DM, might need to plan. It might be worthwhile for me to plan, like, some of these guys. Maybe they might not be 100% your token, because I don't have months and months to make Aaron make all of these as things. But what I might do is approximate, like something like reflavor it as.
Yeah.
And those will be like it's little mini bosses for you guys in the foreseeable future. Though, you guys might have to sprinkle some hunts in there and get stronger too.
Yep.
The
Uh,
one level
sure.
17th character, I think, is like CR 13 or 14 or something, isn't it?
Yeah,
Roughly?
it's bullshit is what it is.
It's Archmage.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
Archmage type
Yeah.
status.
Yeah, and the Archmage, just take a
Yeah.
look real quick, is like...
I mean, we have examples of what Amel already made. Like,
If we can catch them unawares and alone, we can handle them.
Oh,
An Archmage is CR 12. And
Yeah,
that
like
is
12.
a level 17 caster, I believe.
yep. So like 12 to
Level
13.
18. Level 18 caster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 to, actually 11 to 13.
Oh, I have a legendary Archmage. But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys still had fun with the roleplay afterwards with Mid's fucking double nat 20.
To scramble.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to realize what to do and what not to do. As well as everybody getting a little bit of trauma time. I had to quickly make the NPC for you, so now we have another researcher NPC. Yeah. That should be fun. I'll have to flesh that out a little bit. All I have on her sheet is her skills and stuff that she has, but that'll be fine for now. Yeah, we'll try to pick this up next week at our normal time and get back into rotation.
Yep.
I would ask people to make sure to update their goals and stuff to reflect what they want to do, so that I can
Yep.
have some planning.
Oh
Like-
yeah.
Take a look at some of these and see if I can give you guys any goals based on what you guys have and haven't done today.
The dwarf, the
Um,
bug, the cat, the elf, and the wyverian, they all die. I mean, all die specifically screaming.
You know. So let me.
Still alive.
I know we're live. Yes. I was just looking at what XP I could give you guys basically.
I
while we
got
were still
nothing.
live. I think I could give you guys basically that.
And one of my goals technically did end. Right, or
Yeah.
changed.
To find
Yeah.
out.
Change doesn't mean end though.
Prove yourself stronger than the green dragon. Oh boy.
Mhm.
Retrieve has the.
I can do that. Let me see. Where's the little group thing? So I found out, Luca, how to give XP properly through the group, which is useful.
Oh.
But I can hit this button, hit this one, and hit this. Boom. I should have given you guys. No, I didn't
Wow.
want. I told it not to split, but it did. So
21.
I
21.
guess 21. I guess. Let me do. And I'll just give this out to get the other part of the XP I planned on giving you guys. Yeah.
Every little bit helps.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, this is where we're gonna end it for people in chat. Thank you guys for hanging out. For all my players, thank you guys very much. I've been having a ball with this campaign, and I can't wait to see where we go next.
Yep.
Let's go.
Bye.
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 Bye.